This is the lesson for Concept 1, Skill 1, and it deals with place value to 100 millions. And so I've got a chart up here that gives an example, and so notice how we have different periods. We've got the millions period, and the millions period has hundreds, tens, and ones. And then we have the thousands period over here, and that also has hundreds, tens, and ones. And then we have the ones periods, which also has hundreds, tens, and ones. So all periods, whether they be in the ones, the thousands, the millions, or if we go up even further like the billions, the trillions, the quadrillions, they always have the same period. They have the hundreds, tens, and ones. And so when we're trying to read numbers or write numbers in standard form, we always end up trying to write a number in the hundreds, tens, and ones for each of these periods that the number has. So for instance, this example is 72 is the way I'd read this number. And you just read whatever the number is in the period. So 72, and then you say millions, because we're in the millions here. And then we would have 150. That's the number that we have right there, and so we would read 150, and we're in the thousands place. So 72,150,000, and then our last place is the ones place. So we just read off this number, 605. And so that's how it's read. So in standard form, you write it with the commas between the periods, so 72,150,605. Number/word form would just be the number 72 and then telling what the period is. In the millions, 150,605. In the word form, you just write out those words. Instead of writing 72, we write the number 72 in word form. And 72,150,605. Notice that we did not say the word and. And is always said if we have a decimal point. So the decimal point's where we'd end up saying the word and. And so if we see that decimal point, then we say and. But prior to that, we won't say that. And so in this example, in these problems, we will not. So what they're asking us to do here is write the number in words. And so I have to write this number in words. So this is the millions place, the thousands, and the hundred or the ones period. And so I just read off this number, 657. So I'm going to go ahead and make a text box here, and I'll write out 600. So let me move that over into the spot here. And so I'll read off that 657. So again, all I'm doing is just reading off this number right here, 657. Once I get through that number, reading off that number just in the hundreds place, just in as high as a number in the hundreds place, the tens and the ones, 657, then I say it's period, and it's in the millions. So I say 657 million. Then I put the comma in there, and then we're going to go ahead and write down the next number. So the next number has just a 4. So all you're going to read off is that 4. So you just say 4, and then the period, thousands. So 4,000, and then we do another comma to show that we're going to the next period. And this next period, in the ones period, only has 200, so that's what we write down. So write down 200. And that's it. So that's all we have. So 657, and then you say the period, a million, comma, 4, and then you say the period, 1,000, and then 200. So let's take a look at the next one here. And our next one, we've got a number just in the millions place. So let's make another text box here. And we'll start off with by writing the 3 million. And so we're in the millions place, so we'll just write 3. So let me get it in here. So just 3. And since we're in the millions place, we'll write millions. So we have 3 million. Now we've finished off that period, so we're going to go ahead and press the comma and enter in the next number. Now the next number is in the thousands. So notice 809. So we're just going to write out that number in words. So we just say 809, and then 1,000. So So you always write down the number that you see and then the period that we have. So we're in the 3 millions place, so 3,809,000 and then 1,000, and then our last comma, and now we're in the ones place, so just 44. So that's what we'll write, 44. And that's it. So let's take a look at the next type of problem we'll end up seeing. And the next problem asks us to write the number in standard form. So we'll start off with 12 million. So notice again, we've got an example up here. When we're in the millions place, that means we have the millions, the thousands, and the ones. We need to have numbers in each of these places here. And so we start off with 12 million. So I'm going to do the 12, and once you read that word million, that means you can put the comma there. And then 1,000. Now that's not 100,000. We have no number in the hundreds, no number in the tens, just in the ones. So I have to have placeholders for those spaces that I don't have values. So 1,000 would be 2 placeholders of 0 there in the hundreds and 10,000s place respectively, and then 1 in the thousands place. And then 15. So again, I don't have any numbers in this hundreds place, so I got to hold a place value there, and then write the number 15. And that would be our number in standard form. 807 million, so 807, so that number is read out as 807, just like that. I have a placeholder in the tens place. Once I see that word million, I know I can put my comma, and then I'm on to the 260,000. So I just write the number 260, and then when I see that comma, I know I've got a place or a comma, or when I see the word thousand, I know I put the comma there. And then 703. So I just write that number, 703, and that's it. So those are types of problems you'll see on Skill 1 of Concept 1. Good luck.